the Vipers Chris Jansson squad. Players to look out for, of course, in between the posts. Katrina Lunda in the backcourt. Ragnhild Dahl, Marketa Jerebkova, Bella Guldan and Nora Merck as well. In on the line, they've been so good this season, in particular Anna Debelic. And on the wing, Sunniva Andersson and Jana Knedlikova. A lot of choices, though, and a deep enough squad for Ole Jekstad. As I've watched this season, he's used the vast majority of these players and won't be afraid to throw them in if needed. There he is, the coach who came back into the sport after leaving for a couple of years to work in insurance. The former Larvik coach was tempted back in by Vipers, and what a good decision that was. As for Metz, we have Ivana Kapitanovic in between the posts, Gras Zadi, Melanie Nokandi, Louise Burgard, Anna Bruna Japaula and Chamila Michievich are players to look out for in the backcourt. Sarah Buktit, Astrid Engouan in on the line, and on the wings I would fancy Chloe Valentini and Debbie Bont to be the starters there for Emmanuel Mayonnaud, who, as he said in the pre-match interview, he doesn't want to say too much now before the game. But there is an air of confidence about this team, and the players yesterday saying that this is the year. This is the EHF Final Four for Metz handball. A reminder of our Montenegrin pair of referees for today, taking charge of this fascinating contest. I cannot wait for it to start, and well, I won't have to wait much longer. Looks like we're just about to get this one underway. Nora Merck, the star player for this team, 96 goals to her name. She'll be playing the vast majority in the attack only. As for Metz, as I look down and see who will be starting here, Melanie Nokandi will be starting in the centre-back position. No real surprise there, but it may be a bit of a surprise as to not seeing Gras Zadi whatsoever. Instead, we have Orlan Canor in the left back position, which is a bit of a rogue choice, but it can't be guaranteed of anything at the EHF Final Four. And we know that as Metz get this second semi-final underway, attacking from left to right on your screens in the yellow jerseys and blue skirts. Vipers Chris Jansson in their home kit as well of the pink and black. It's Chris O'Reilly here with you for this second game and all weekend long at the MVM Dome. And Debbie Bont coming in from the right wing to help out. Long range shot from Canor, saved down to the bottom right hand corner by Katrina Lunda, who will be happy to get a nice save under her belt early doors here. So with Anna Bruna Japaula, with Gras Zadi, Chamila Michievich, all to choose from. None of them in the starting team here, which shows the depth in the backcourt. And, well, we get the first goal of the game, and it's come from Canor, who's the surprise left-back choice. Her first miss, not bothering her. She comes back again, gets the first goal of the day. And after a minute of play, we have Vipers in their first set attack. For them, it's Marketa Jerebkova in the left back position, Nora Merck in the right back position, and in the center, Bella Guldan in her final weekend as a Vipers player before she moves back to Sweden for family reasons. So a big emotional weekend for her as well. And that ball into the line was inside, and away come Metz with Louise Burgard in the right back, lays it off to Nokandi. Nokandi to Bont, and they decide to slow things down. Let's look at that again, and a good replay to show that both heels, in fact, were inside for Anna Debelic as she got her hands on that ball and tried to spin around. Still finding her way. Bont goes in as a second-line player from the right wing. Canor, Burgard. Oh, it's a nice breakthrough, and it's going to be a penalty. The hand is up for passive play, and a gap suddenly appearing in the center of that Vipers defense. And Melanie Nokandi does not need a second invite to burst in there. Well, she makes way, and Tamara Horacek to take this penalty. She finds a way past Katrina Lunda, and And with that, Mets take an early 2-goal lead here, 2.5 minutes on the clock. Solid start for the side which finished 4th 3 years ago in their only appearance at the AHF Final Four to date. Merck tries to break through there. That's going to be something. The free throw, is it a penalty? Looks like it could have been a penalty. And indeed it is. The referee's not too clear with their signaling on that occasion. But a clear hint of inside defending there. Nora Merck happy to take them on. And she earns the penalty, which she will take herself. Faking going high, instead goes low and between the legs of Kapitanovic. First of the day for Vipers Christiansen. They're off the mark. Okandi breaking through again, and you can see early on that the movement of these backcourt players are going to give Vipers some problems today. They're not going to be able to settle and rest on their laurels in defense for a single moment. Even when it came to taking on that attack, basically 6 against 6, no real counter-attacking going on there, just pure speed in the backcourt. And that was enough to give Vipers some trouble. Yarokova, empty switch. Comes into the center. Decides to go alone, looking to lay it off to Merck. Nora Merck takes on the center of defense. Nice ball into the line. Ball back to Gul'dan. Has she got the speed? She lays it off again. Really good movement there of the ball. They just kept pop passing it to each other. Almost rugby-like, but down the other end. Oh, good save down at the near post by Katrina Lunda. He really bailed her teammates out there. Eleni Nokandi was flying down the other end of the court. Vipers had barely stopped celebrating their own goal and gotten back to defend. And Nokandi had burst through. But a good stop. Second of the day for Lunda. Yarokova. Gul'dan. Yarokova. Back to Gul'dan. Has a look around. Tries to create something. Ball out to Nora Merck. Debelic waiting on the line for the ball, looking for the awkward passes, happy to take them on. Yarokova, hand up for passive play, gets it back again, out to the wing. Anderson, oh, good finish. Sunniva Anderson had no real space to run into there, jumped off her wrong foot. Space wouldn't be there for long, but she managed to find a bit of space between the arm and leg of Ivana Kapitanovic. And efficiency from the wing is going to be key today for both sides, but particularly Vipers when they're given space there on the outside. Save, top corner from Burgard's shot. Third already today for Katrina Lunda. Merck on the left-hand side now. Oh, it's almost a great pass inside, but spills out of the hands, and a huge gap had opened up in the center of that Mets defense. Almost opened it up on purpose, so they take that opportunity, and the ball almost stolen. But the pass instead was out of everyone's reach. Goes back to Vipers. Ball almost a bit too high for Merck. She goes on the outside, whips that pass around. Oh, what a pass into the line! Gorgeous stuff from Bella Gul'dan into Anna Debelic. Oh, well, that's an absolute beaut. Classic Bella Gul'dan. Look at that again. Oh! Everyone in the defense left for dead. Debbie Bont looks on in despair, and Vipers take the lead. Oh, good cut inside, and almost couldn't control her body, but it was such a cut by Orlan Canor. Second of the day for her, and well, hasn't had the most exciting season in this competition, but so far, so good for her. We also see that Kras Zadi has come in the right back position. So 4-4. Both sides going at it hammer and tongs here in the opening 7 minutes. Good pass across, and well, the vision yet again of Bella Gul'dan, this time finding Jana Knedlikova, ghosting in from the right wing behind the defense and all alone in the center. Burgard back in, so Grassadi only helping out in defense at the moment. And maybe a bit of transition attack, but no doubt we'll see her in the attack later on. Burgard lays it off to Canor into the line. Saved again. Rebound picked up well by Debbie Bunt. Great save, though, by Katrina Lunde. She's really up for it today. It's 4 big stops already in the opening 8 minutes and winning the goalkeeper battle early on. Burgard. Canor into the line. Free again. This time, no mistake by Astrid Nguyen. Mets are level. Then dictating the play here so far, doing a very good job of moving the ball around. Was brilliant in the quarterfinals and looks back to her playmaking best at the moment. Receives that pass, needs to be recycled, wasn't the best. Yarubkova saved down low and a chance to break here for Metz. Zadi across the bunt, back to Zadi in the center, looking for the outlet, and in the end 3 Vipers defenders come out on top of her. Good coverage and defense, and they might be a bit weak in the transition defense, but on that occasion really fought their way back well, Vipers. But it's Metz in control of the ball here as they look to take the lead. Nokandi lays it off and makes way for Burgard in the center. Ball back to Burgard. Off to the wing, Valentini, Canor. Canor again in the center. Burgard on the wrong side for her, but she lays the ball off well, but was inside the 6-meter area, and the referee's not allowing that. So away come Vipers again, looking to put a bit of pace on the ball. Oh, nice little 1-2. It comes crashing off the crossbar. Penalty given, and a 2-minute suspension on top of that. Well, they often say that the ball can be moved a lot quicker than players can, and in the case of Nora Merck, Belo Gildan, they're showing that. Nice little 1-2 between them, created all the space they needed. Penalty given, 2-minute suspension, and Merck will try to capitalize on that from 7 meters. Does exactly that. Places it past the keeper into the bottom left-hand corner, and Vipers take the lead again. So we have a suspension for the first time in this game. Took almost 10 minutes. And now we'll see what Metz can do in a woman down situation. They've taken the keeper out. They've put Gras Zadi in the right back position at the moment with Burgard in the center. They'll swap over in just a few seconds, no doubt. They need to take care of the ball here. Gras Zadi is very good at that. Here she is, lays it off to Canor. And that shot is a bit of a wild one. The referees bail them out with a free throw. And 2 players going down there. Looks like the defender came off a bit worse there. Was that Debelic? It was indeed. Looks like she got a smack with that left hand. Yeah, as the shot was coming in, an accidental collision in the end, but that won't make it any less painful. Anna Debelic made of sterner stuff and manages to get back up within just a few seconds and required no treatment, so she can stay in. And 50 seconds gone already in the suspension. Line switch. Oh, it's a bad one. Somehow picked up after the ball slipped out of the hands of Burgard. Here she is again. That shot wide to the left. And not a great start for her. Ball out to the left wing. Anis Anderson lays it off to Belic. In off the underside of the crossbar. Absolutely rocketed that one in. Great pass, first of all, by Katrina Lunde. Almost American football style-esque, you'd see. Pitched across, a nice cut inside as well by Anderson. She laid the ball off just before she got a big hit from Zadi, and then the shot fired in off the underside of the crossbar for a 2-goal lead. Metz started this one 2 goals up, and since then it's 7-3 the run, with Vipers in control here, you feel. But it's early doors yet, and a lot of choices in this Metz team to mix things around. But it's another save down low. Katrina Lunde absolutely flying at the moment. Merck, ball across, as an overlap down the right-hand side, and well, didn't need a second invitation to take that shot on. Really good stuff. And it's Marketa Yarubkova who was waiting. There was about 3 players there waiting for the pass. Yarubkova in the end puts it away, and with that, the 3-goal lead forces Emmanuel Mayonnaud and Metz to take their first time out. A wise decision, I think, by Mayonnaud and his coaching staff to take the timeout here early on. They're finding themselves in a real spot of bother, so better to try and nip that one in the bud early. 3-goal deficit for the French side. And Anna Bruna-Paula comes in for the first time. Here she is on the ball, and she's a whole other problem to deal with. Oh, goodness me. It was like she heard me. Excellent movement. It's just amazing to see, and a good finish as well. Instant impact by Bruna-Paula. And it was these players that can really shimmy and shake that gave Vipers a lot of difficulty in the group phase. We'll see if they've learned their lesson. Gilden with the shot there. Bit of a tame one, but she's hauled down for a free throw. And in on the line, a change as well as Chapchet comes in for Vipers. Belic had a good start, but perhaps given a bit of a rest here. Oh, it's good. That's really good. Marketa Yarubkova with the standing shot. Saw the gap was there. 3 goals already for her. And it's her first EHF Final Four as well. Joined the club last summer and was one of those players I mentioned who, alongside pretty much everyone they signed, has had a huge contribution when they've been given the opportunity. A plethora of players scoring 40, 50 goals for the team this season. It's been a real team effort, and that is the strength of this Vipers squad. Bruna-Paula breaking through again this time. The shot is saved, and too many steps called against her. Stays down though, so hopefully nothing too serious. Maybe just a bit of a contact injury. And she's able to hobble away, but is hobbling. That's not ideal for just her second attack, and looking in real discomfort there. And we saw that Melanie Halter was warming up as well. Kapitanovic not able to get her hands on much so far in this game. But in the attack, that's much, much better for Metz. And yet again, Orlan Canor popping up with the goal, her 3rd today already. Merck, ball across is a bit too much on it, but stays in play. Gilden being given a rest now as well. Ole Ekstad making sure to rotate his squad as much as he can. And in comes Marta Tomac, who's been a great servant for this team and probably didn't expect to have as big a role as she's ended up having this season. But here she is, and on the ball. Lays it off to Yarubkova. Merck, Tomac. Tomac has a look around, looking for space. Ball into the line. A lot of traffic in there, but somehow comes away with it. Nice fighting there by Knedlikova. Still a Vipers ball, but the handoff for passive play. Yarubkova. Merck has the shot down low, wide to the left. Space was there for her. Now we approach the quarter-hour mark. And a chance here for Metz to draw level. Almost let the ball, not draw level, draw within 1 rather. They let the ball slip. Nokandi instructs her team and the line player what she's going to do next. Lots of players warming up down below in Metz. Empty switch brings Zadi into the center. Ras Zadi No Candy out to the wing, but no space there for Bunt. Has to be recycled. Hand up for passive play. Zadie tries to spinaroo, lays it off to absolutely nobody. And away come Vipers. Fast break opportunity. Sunniva Anderson puts it away. Vipers regain their 3-goal lead and bring up the 10-goal mark for them. Well, it was a nice idea and a nice move by Gras Zadie, but there was nobody there to pass to. And Sunniva Anderson, I said she's going to be important today, not just because she's the only left winger, but also her fast breaking ability, which she has displayed already a few times in this first half. Standing shot is saved, rebound picked up, but from the inside. So Bruna Japaula, no luck there. Another good stop by Katrina Lunde. Tomac. Jarubkova lays it off to Merck. Will look to get back into her favoured right back position. Also very dangerous in that left back, coming in the transition attack. We see defenses sometimes sleeping on her, and she has a surprising amount of space, but not yet today. Line switch, Merck, Tomac. Jarubkova moving off the ball, finally gets it, and there's an overlap here on the left. Anderson, oh, eventually goes in, lands on the wing as well. Debbie Bond, you could see before the shot came in, that was going to be painful for somebody. And unfortunately, Debbie Bond ends up on the ground and trampled on. Instead of Anderson, does well to control her body and take on the shot with full gusto, knowing she was going to land on the defender, and nothing that Halter could do about it. Well, she did get a touch to it, but not enough to keep it out. No Candy, great movement off the underside of the crossbar, but it stays out, and away come Vipers. And really a few breaks of the ball just not going Metz's way so far. Merck, ball across to Tomac, and they'll slow things down again. They can afford to at this point, Vipers Kristiansand. And it is fascinating, just a few small decisions, the ball not going the right way has separated these two teams so far, but it's given Vipers a healthy lead by 4 so far. Make that 5 with another standing shot. It wasn't pretty, but it goes in the back of the net, and that's all that matters. Quick response perhaps from Metz. Well, they get a penalty, and Sarah Buktit has just come in, got her hands on that pass, somehow stayed out of the 6-meter area. Got a bit of a bang from behind by Susanna Tamori. And a much needed penalty here for Metz. Tamara Horacek scored her first attempt on goal. This time, Katrina Lunde comes out, very active in her movement. And, well, she gets a touch on it, but doesn't keep it out. 2 from 2 from the 7-meter line for Tamara Horacek as she tries to get her teammates pumped here. You can see plenty of choices still on the bench for Metz. The players they've put out so far, not quite getting the job done. At the pace of this game, 4 goals still isn't a huge advantage, but it's not nothing. Around comes Kedlikova. She'll make her way back out as Mork takes on the ball. Lays it off to Jarubkova, and well, she is really loving life out there in the left back position. Marketa Jarubkova, 5 goals from 6 attempts for her. Bruna Japaula tries to force things to happen, and well, she takes the shot off the side netting. Gets herself a free throw, but Marketa Jarubkova being given maybe just a little bit too much space to run into. And no real defensive challenge on her. And well, it was a nice jump shot there, but the shot wide. And Orlan Canor, wouldn't be surprised if she's given a moment to rest here. Had a decent start to the game, but time to shift things up here, I think, for Metz. 5 goals down as we approach 10 minutes left to play. And look at the scoring percentage there, 87% compared to 47. It's incredible. No shot on goal there, just a free throw given for the challenge on Nora Merck. They're the young Vipers fans enjoying the fact that they're on the big screen and on TV as well. Tomac, hand up for passive play. Mörk has space to run into here, and well, she got the shot off, but a save, and a rare save for Metz through Melanie Halter. Bruna Paula, oh, great movement, really nice stuff. She is, insatiable in attack. Absolutely relentless in her movement. Always looking to take on the defense, and well, it might be a pain for her teammates sometimes, but it's a bigger pain for the opposition. And look at the movement here. One way, in, out. Bounces the ball past Lunda for her second of the day. There's going to be a few more changes. Looks like Silja Vaude is going to come on in the right back position and give Mörk a bit of a rest. And Mörk looking to take on the defense here in the meantime. As Vipers continue to kill this 2-minute suspension, so they do have to take care of the ball here. There's no goalkeeper at home at the moment. Mörk off to Anderson. Good movement here. Ball into the line. That's perfectly worked by Vipers, and back goes Lunda. Really right off the training court. Movement, passing, lulling the Mets defense into a false sense of security when it comes to the line player, and then it was all alone. But down the other end, a quick response and making full use of the extra woman in the attack. And it's Adriana Cardoso. Her first shot of the game just came in for Debbie Bont. And there's that finish again, and as I said, just moving the ball over and over again and eventually drawing that Mets defense out and leaving so much space on the line there for Debelic. Ball across the Mörk. Same movement again. Will it work out the same way? Not yet. They have to keep the ball moving here. Anderson cuts inside. That's a high challenge. Referees put the hand up for passive play. Jerebkova looking for some kind of shot here. Gets a free throw instead. 4 seconds left on the suspension, so they'll be back to full strength now. Tomac, another free throw. Shot's going to have to come in here from somewhere. Tomac lays it off to Mörk. Jerebkova, and the ball turned over. Good defense there from Metz. Didn't allow an easy shot. Burgard. Bruna Paula. Burgard, plenty of space for her. Saved again. Rebound picked up by Cardoso. Another save for Katrina Lunda against Louise Burgard. She's got her in her pocket at the moment. Good movement again, creating the space, but when you have Lunda between the posts like she is in the form at the moment, it's very, very difficult and a bit disheartening as well. But Metz definitely improving here in attack. That's an absolute scorcher! Anna Bruna Paula wriggles her way through the defense and whips a shot in off the underside of the crossbar. Perhaps the best goal individually of the day so far. Look at that. Oh, it's amazing. And she knows it. Timeout, Vipers. There's a saving percentage for Katrina Lunda, 39% so far. Melanie Halter has come in for Kapitanovic and got herself couple of saves as well. But it's the improvement in the attack from Metz, which has seen them come back within 3. And I've seen a few changes in the backcourt as well. For Vipers, in comes Ragnhild Dahl. And back comes Bella Gulden. Merck to Dahl, who's got a big shot on her. There slips there. Bit of sweat on the court, perhaps. They keep playing. Gulden. And that pass inside is cut out. Shot is going to have to come in. Dahl, will she go for it herself? Lays it off to Gulden. Merck looks to go 1-against-1. Ball out to the left wing. Not a great angle, and it comes off the, I think, the shoulder of Halter. And a difficult shot there for Jana Denlikova. Didn't have a great angle to shoot with. And yeah, off the side of the head. And nicely moved there by Melanie Halter also to stand strong and take the shot on. And as it came off her head, it means a bit of sweat on the ball, which is cleaned up by Gras Zadi. Bulgard. Line switch with Buktit. Bruna Japaula looking to take on the defense again. This time is wrapped up well and gives the ball away. Fast break opportunity here for Vipers. They keep it safe at the moment. They need to force things, I guess, in this situation. They are still 3 goals to the good. On comes Nora Merck. Debelic moving off the ball, looking for an easy outlet. There's a great combination between Debelic and Merck. Dahl, line switch with the Croatian line player. Lays it off to Merck. Merck into Gulden, out to the left wing, a bit high. Has to be recycled by Anderson. Dahl, Merck. Hand up for passive play again. Will the shot come in down low? It will, but well saved at the bottom left-hand corner by Melanie Halter. Bruna Japaula trying to wriggle her way through again. And Katrina Lunda coming out of her 6-meter area to scream down at her. Just telling her not to be diving. And yeah, a bit soft. You can see maybe there was some contact between the knee and the stomach, but not too much in it. Bella Gulden simply walks away. No punishment for her, just a free throw. Burgard, Zadi, across the Bruna Japaula, out to the wing, not a great angle to shoot, and it's a poor shot as well, but the referees call inside defending, and a penalty for Metz. Susanna Tamori, the guilty party. She tries to plead her case with the referees, but they're not listening. And that is not a sight you want to see. Rossadi limping off on her own now. And that's the last thing you want to see for a neutral and a Metz fan. Meanwhile, the penalty being taken, and it's put away again by Tamara Horacek. 3 from 3 for her, and I wouldn't be surprised to see her in the backcourt in attack sometime soon. And that might have been the collision that caused the injury. Hard to say exactly what happened there, and hopefully just an impact injury, if nothing else. She is back on her feet, Gras Zadi, so hopefully we'll be back on in a moment. Ball across the Merck, space on the right-hand side, a saved at the near post and picked up on the rebound. Nora Merck denied yet again by Melanie Halter, and on top of that gets a 2-minute suspension for what I'm guessing the referees see as a bit of a challenge based on frustration more than anything else. We'll have to see it again. The ball picked up there. Merck going for it, and then well, I don't think there was anything in that, to be honest. And if the slow motion doesn't tell you much, then I don't know. So Vipers down one woman now for the next minute and 45 seconds. Space here for Metz to play with, and they love space. Ball out to the wing. Cardoso sends the keeper one way, places it just inside the far post, and Metz, 2 goals in a row for them. In what has suddenly become a low-scoring period in the game, they're back within 1. Really solid finish there from Adriana Cardoso. 2 from 2 from the right wing since coming on. Now Tomac comes back in. Debelic. Gulden to Tomac. Goes on the right-hand side. Nothing to work with there, so they bring the wings into play. Jarobkova out to the wing. Anderson, no real angle for her, but the shot wasn't bad in the end. Went for the near post, hit the side netting. Metz through Canor. Looking to draw level now with just a minute and a half left, and it's been over 7 minutes since Vipers' last goal. Very similar in a way to the first semi-final, where Esbjerg took the early control, but by half-time, Djur had come level. Canor finds a way through, sends the keeper low and sends the ball the other side, and we are level, 14-14, with just over a minute left in this first half. The 2-minute suspension now over for Vipers. They used that very well, and great control of the body as well by Orlan Canor. 4 goals for her in this first half. Bit of a surprise pick for me, but she's been brilliant. Gulden, Merck, Gulden, Tomac. Gulden looking for some space here, lays it off to Merck. Back to Gulden. 2 line players in there at the moment. Another shot saved, and it's frustrating for Nora Merck. She's come back on. Another shot denied. Really shooting not really working out for her in this game so far. And that says a lot, considering she scored 96 goals in this campaign. With 12 seconds left in the first half, a chance for Metz to regain the lead they had right at the beginning. Bruna Japaula lays it off. It's off the post. Rebound picked up eventually. Is there space for a shot? There is. Oh, just before the buzzer. Oh, brilliant stuff. And it's Laura Canor who wrestled the ball back into her hands and got the shot off from a really tight angle just before that halftime buzzer went. Frustration for Lunda and for Vipers. And it's Metz who've turned things around brilliantly in the second half of this first half. There's the replay again. Huge challenge from Gulden, who managed to stay afloat and put it in the back of the net. Well, they've turned this game around. 5 goals down, 6-goal turnaround in total to take the lead as we go into the dressing room. And for the second game in a row, almost nothing to choose between these sides at the break, and it's exactly what you want to see as a neutral, and exactly what you want to see if you're a Metz fan, considering how this game began. They opened with a 2-goal lead, but since then it was really Vipers in full control for the vast majority of this first half, and it's going to be interesting to see the goal breakdown during the first half. But at the break here in the second semi-final of the AHF Final for Women 2022, it's Metz Handball 15, Vipers Kristiansand 14. And here are the stats, and a huge increase in saving percentage from Metz with the introduction of Melanie Halter, which is almost even now. Scoring percentage still a little higher for Vipers, but the way the Metz defense has also picked things up in this second half, they've just allowed them fewer opportunities. Besides that, it's really close. Turnovers 4-3, and it's reflected on the scoreboard as well. But look at that goal timeline. That is remarkable. The Vipers with a bit of a barren spell at the beginning, but nothing in comparison to the final 11 minutes of this half. Just 1 goal for them then. and we've seen their lead fall apart, and they're going to have to really pick themselves up in the second, for the second half rather. Orlan Canor leading the way for Metz in terms of goals with 4. Bruna Japaula with 3, with the Horacek as well. Japaula, brilliant since coming on. Jarubkova had a very good first quarter of the game. A big part of that as well will have to be Nora Merck, who was unable to score from open play in the first half. Here she is on the ball as Vipers get this second half underway, attacking from left to right on your screens in the pink and black. And it's Bella Gulden in the centre-back position. Some brilliant assists from her in the first half. Marketa Jarubkova in the left-back position, who was on fire early on. Here she is again, lays it off to Gulden, back to Jarubkova, and well, picks up where she left off in the first half. Goal number 6.
Once again, a goal from Marketa.
Nice movement on the ball there from Metz, opening up the space on the left-hand side, and well, she scored the last goal of the first half for Metz and scores the first of the second half for them. Laura Canor. The two Canor sisters haven't had the best European seasons, but both really stepping up here in the semi-final. Knedlikova to Jarubkova. Ball over to Merck. Knedlikova again will have to recycle that one. Waiting on the left-hand side is Gulden. Keeps the ball moving well. Aggressive defending there from Metz means there's going to be an overlap on the left-hand side. Ball across to the wing, but a bit too slow. They keep it moving. Another standing shot by Marketa Jarubkova. Well, she's got such a catapult of an arm, really. So difficult to stop as well, and there's a technical fault from Metz. So we've not even played 2 minutes, and Vipers with a chance to regain the lead here. They've definitely come out with a lot of confidence in the attack, which is something they were completely bereft of in the first half. Only 1 goal for them in the final 12 minutes of that first half. Anderson on the switch, goes back in on the wing. Oh, and that's good movement on by Jarubkova, but a save down low by Halter, and away come Metz. Grazadi looking pretty healthy considering she was hobbling off in the first half. That's just a contact injury, and we're all thankful for that. Bruna Japaula in the left-back position. Empty switch will bring her into the centre to take on this Vipers defence again. Burgard, another shot save. This time gets the free throw. And Louise Burgard has been trying her luck on a few occasions, but hasn't found a way past Lunda yet. Ball into the line, and that's put away. Good stuff there. Simple pass into the line to Sarah Buktit. First of the day for her. Jarubkova, good pass to Anderson. Didn't fancy the shot though, keeps the ball moving instead. And that's no bad thing as well for Vipers to keep the ball in possession and keep the ball moving, looking for that smart shot in the end. No need for them to rush things here. They are the more experienced and older of the two teams. You can see that in the first half as well, as they try to rotate the bench as much as possible to keep everyone healthy. That's a nice ball behind the back, and that one squeezed past the keeper. And with the left hand, I believe, of Bella Gulden, as she scampers her way back. First of the day for her. And well, she'll always find a way through. She'll battle and scrap her way through until she finds it. And this time, it took a left-handed shot to do that. But it draws Vipers level again. Line switch with Buktit. Tamori steps out, goes back in, doesn't want to leave too much space, and that's exactly why. Well, didn't cover the gap, and Gulden targeted there by Bruna Japaula. That's a really quick response there. Save down low. Jarubkova looked like she had the beating of her defender. Susanna Tamori, as I mentioned, stepped out there and then just came back into position a bit too late, and Bruna Japaula was happy to take her on Ella Gulden and had the beating of her to give Metz the lead again. Empty switch brings Yaremkova into the center. Gulden, Yaremkova likes to take on the defense 1-against-1. Merck having a look around, ball into the line is great. It's going to be a penalty and perhaps a 2-minute suspension on top of that. That's what Gulden was asking for, but the referees decide against it. Looked like a fairly hefty challenge. You can see there, dragging out of the arm and the jersey. Nice pass inside to Anna de Belic. And the penalty now to be taken by Nora Merck. And Merck finds a way through. Gentle spin past the keeper this time. 3 from 3 for her from the penalty line, but 3 from 8 overall. Missing all 5 of her shots from open play. And hope for her sake that that goal will give her a bit of confidence to take on a few more shots and maybe score one as well. Buktit on the line switch. No Kandi. Well, she was almost invited to take on the defense there. Vipers living on the edge defensively at the moment, hovering away from the 9-meter area at their own peril against the likes of No Kandi and Bruna Japaula. It's a formidable duo over there in the center and left back positions. Really, really difficult to deal with. There again, well, this time the shot not too good though. Katrina Lunde picks up her first save of the second half, and here's Nora Merck. Lays it off, ball across and spills into the hands of Metz, who come away on the fast break. There's an opportunity down the right-hand side. They go for the left instead. Dropped over the head of the keeper, and a really deft finish there by Canor. Second of this second half, 3 overall for Laura Canor. You can see it was the touch in defense there from Bruna Japaula that took it away from Gulden's hands. Empty switch brings Gulden into the center now. Merck, Gulden, overlap on the left-hand side. Oh, it's a great finish. Really nice by Sunniva Andersen. Goal number 4 today. And another save down low by Lunde. Back into the contest is the 42-year-old keeper. He's won it 5 times in the past. And an equally good save, if not even better, down the other end by Melanie Halter. She's had a real stormer since coming on. The young keeper really rising to the occasion here in Budapest. That shot not the greatest, but still had to be dealt with, and Halter did exactly that. So almost nothing to choose between the sides in terms of saving efficiency, and literally nothing to choose between the sides in terms of the scoreboard. And that remains the same way at the moment. Attacking foul, good defending by Vipers. Merck. Need to keep the ball moving here, Vipers. Going into the challenge, maybe not the wisest idea. Yaremkova makes her way back out to the left back position. Gulden on the right-hand side at the moment. And that'll only last a few seconds as they create the empty switch. Merck back out to the right-hand side. And here she is. Gulden, Yaremkova, overlap on the left, that's good. And the finish is good as well. Really did so nicely to create that overlap. Almost looked like they had an extra player on the court there. But again, I've said it once already in this game, Vipers so much better at moving the ball and moving the players. The ball moves so much quicker than they can. And when they let it flow, it's very difficult to stop. And another save. Louise Burgard had the luck there, but just not the luck to put it past Lunde. Another shot saved. And a chance now for Vipers, with almost 10 minutes played in this second half, to give themselves a 2-goal lead. They're led by as much as 5 in the first half. And a very different reflection in this game right now. Gul'dan being wrapped up by Boutit. Hand up for passive play. Empty switch will bring Yarabkova into the center. She got space to shoot there. Oh, that's really good. Keeper guessed the right way. Couldn't get across in time. Oh, with that, Marketa Yarabkova with another one. And with that, a timeout call by Metz. And they find themselves 2 goals down. Let's listen in. It's been a game of runs so far for these two teams. Metz bursting out early into the lead before Vipers took control, extending their lead to 5 before Metz then took control. A 6-goal turnaround before the end of the half. Now at the beginning of this second half, it's Vipers on a run, as they've come back from 1 down to lead by 2 after 40 minutes of this 60-minute contest. Bruna Japaula in the center, looking to wriggle her way through, and she does it yet again. Well, they're going to have to do something here, Vipers, because what they're doing against her just is not working. It's exactly what they needed coming from the timeout, but a good response from Vipers. And Marketa Yarabkova again, causing all sorts of trouble. This time can't score, but earns the penalty. Before she was done by Bruna Japaula moments earlier. Merck again. No mistake from the penalty line. As long as she keeps delivering there, well, that'll be enough for them as things stand. Oh, and it's stolen again. As we see that celebration, lapse of concentration from Metz, and they just cannot afford to do that. And the frustration, I'm looking down at Emmanuel Mayanad, you can see there, is frozen in irritation or more shock, who knows. They've just had the timeout and they cannot afford to do things like that. Gul'dan to Merck. Ball out to the wing. Knedlikova keeps it moving. Merck. Gul'dan with the bounce before she moves. Hand up for passive play. Gul'dan. Merck has some space there, and finally, it's taken almost 42 minutes, but Norma Merck gets herself a goal from open play. Well, that's a huge, huge boost. And a yellow card dished out as well. You could see the replay there of what happened. We saw it in the first game as Estelle Enziminko got the steal. And we saw it there from Jana Knedlikova. And now Vipers with a 3-goal lead, a warning to Mayanad. Oh, good movement there, but comes off the post. Nothing going Metz's way at the moment. A little touch on that from the keeper, according to the referee, so it remains a Metz ball. Bruna Japaula this time is wrapped up, and that's much, much better. A little high five as well, but they've got to keep going in defense. Tamori and Yarabkova. Zadi, and the ball has slipped out of the hands, and away come Vipers. 4 players on the overlap there. They can cross it over. Knedlikova decides to slow things down, though. There are 3 goals to the good. They don't need to force anything. Nora Merck now with 5 goals today That brings her up to 101 in this season's EHF Champions League. Lays it off there and assists, perhaps. Well, a penalty either way. Bella Gul'dan wins another one. And really good timing. Gul'dan isn't the fastest these days. She say that herself, but her timing is impeccable. And I was saying before this weekend and before the game that her performance today would be crucial for this team in being the glue that holds the attack together. And she's delivering so far. Oh, Nora Merck. She's showing off now from the penalty line, full of confidence. Penalty number 5 for her, 6 overall. And well, Nora Merck, when she's on form, it's very, very difficult to stop her and her team. Danger signs all over for Metz. But they've come back from worse already in this game. Can they do it again? There's still plenty of time. Still 16 minutes left on the clock. Bruna Paula with the bounce shot, comes off the post and kept out by Katrina Lunda. The little bounce is going Vipers' way at the moment. And what a star she is, Katrina Lunda. I was delighted to be able to speak to her for about an hour and 15 minutes as we did the This Is Me article, which is on Eurohandball.com. Such an interesting character and an amazing career she's had. No sign of it ending. And you wouldn't question that when you see the way she's playing today. Gul'dan, ball movement is good again. Still no shot on. Yadovkova finds a line and is put away. Anna Debelic, well, what a game she's having. What a season she's having. The Croatian line player, 4 from 4. Everything she gets her hands on, it's either going to be a penalty or a goal. That has been the case today. And now Metz reverting to 7v6 in the attack. First time we see that in this game. No goalkeeper at home. 2 line players in there. High risk, but high reward, particularly with the backcourt they have. Nokandi finds a way through and absolutely rips it past Lunda. And a great player to have in these situations as well. Will wriggle her way through. Second goal of the day. Hasn't been great in shooting. Great movement there. Tamori tries to come out and decapitate her, but manages to duck that challenge. Merck, little 1-2 with Gul'dan. Bella Gul'dan in the center. Overlap there if she wants it, but doesn't need it. Bella Gul'dan breaks through again. Goal number 2 for her. And I was saying, her performance today would be crucial. Her assists have been wonderful. She's earned a couple of penalties and scored a couple of goals as well. It's a very different Bella Gul'dan to the one who 6 years ago absolutely tore apart Budapest with 16 goals in the final for CSM Bucuresti. But today, she's doing what she needs to do. And Katrina Lunda is doing what she needs to do. Another save. As that spin shot is tipped onto the post. Just enough on it. Kept it out with that right leg. And frustration for the French fans. The Vipers able to keep it simple here, keep control of the ball and keep the ball moving, because they're creating chances like that. They're not over-egging the pudding, they're creating the chances, and Marketa Yerebkova yet again scores. Goal number 9 for her, another assist for Bella Gul'dan, and another timeout, the last one of the day for Metz handball. Let's listen in. Well, 3 years ago, Mets came into their first Final Four and ended up finishing 4th out of 4 teams, losing to Vipers in that bronze medal game. Coming into this year's one, promised that it would be a different affair this time. And they had every right to believe in that. But so far today, it's just not clicking for them. There is time for them to turn things around, but 6 goals down is a big, big ask at this point. Not impossible, particularly the Final Four, but a big ask. Kanor, Zadi, Nokandi spins around. 2 line players in there still. That's a great pass inside, but an even better save by Katrina Lunda. Yet again, Lunda steps up to the mark and puts a big old left hand on it to keep out Sarah Buktit. Read it so well. Just look how much it means to her and the team. Says that sometimes she's an actor. She's not the same player on court as she is off court. And that's for a particular reason. As we see a shot come in from the right wing as a goal, but I think an injury as well for Jana Kledlikova. Immediately asking for attention. And she does get up. Thankfully, is on her feet. Nedorkova comes over to check if she's okay. It was a great finish for Knedlikova. And she manages to run off, so thankfully it was just a bit of a shock, I think, but she makes her way off, and it looks like we're going to have Silja Voda come on for the first time then, assuming that Knedlikova can't come back on. Back to the Mets attack. On another save from the line! Katrina Lunda, absolutely in the heads, living rent-free in every Mets player's mind right now. Another stunning stop from the line. Great pass inside yet again. Grasadi can only do so much playing the balls into the line. They have to finish it and find a way past Lunda, and it's not happening. So Silja Voda is in for the first time today. It's great to see. Welcome back, Silja. Gulden to Merck. The shot down low is blocked, and away come Mets on the break. Chance over the top there, and that's bounced past the keeper into the top left-hand corner. Good finish there by Chloe Valentini. And the deficit back to 6. First goal of the day for Valentini. Burke in the center. 11 minutes left on the clock, so still time for things to change here. The Vipers will have to be careful. Gulden, ball out to the wing. Anderson, save, a really good save as well, but can't be kept in play by Bont, just out of her reach, and so it remains Vipers ball. The save there from Ivana Kapitanovic, who's come back in between the posts for Melanie Halter. Merck, ball into the line, out of the reach, and away come Mets again. Big fast break opportunity for them. They need to put it away though, and that's exactly what Sarah Buktit does. 5-goal game, 10 minutes left on the clock. And so a timeout wisely taken there by Ole Ekstad. Still has one more after this, but time to settle things down, I think, for the Vipers. Nice overhead view of the MVM Dome. The crowd officially in the first game of 14,800. Nice to see that so many of the Dura fans have stayed and got their value for money as well to watch this second semi-final, which has been value for money, that's for sure. As they look to see who they'll be facing in Sunday's gold medal match. At the moment, looking like Vipers, but still time for Metz to turn things around here. Nora Merck, oh well, she floated that one over the head of the keeper in the end. Not a traditional finish, but they all count the same. Good shot. Goal number 7 for Nora Merck. We feel from this point onwards, Metz need to start finding some goals. There's a penalty. Not just finding some goals though, but absolutely stopping Vipers in defense, much like they did, to be fair, in the first half. Just 1 goal for them in the final 10 minutes of the first half, Vipers. So they'll be wary of that as well. And Ole Ekstad doing his best to ensure that they stay focused throughout these final 9 minutes and 11 seconds. Tamara Horacek, still haven't seen her in open play, but from the penalty line has been perfect so far. And she continues that way. Good finish by Horacek. Guessed the right way there, Lunda, but just in between her hands. Gildan comes into the center, lays it off to Merck. Gildan cuts out to the right again. Merck behind the back, over to the wing. Good save, picked up by Buktit. Kapitanovic with a couple of saves since coming back in. Zadi looking to push the pace here. And Metz go 7v6 again. 5 goals between the sides. Making it 4 will add a bit of nerves here to the whole occasion. But it's another save on the line and picked up by Vipers on the rebound. And Katrina Lunda now in this last 5 minutes or so with 3 huge saves from the line players. And well, you just cannot buy goalkeeping like that. Well, you can buy it if you buy Katrina Lunda. But there's moments like that and players like that where there's just something different about them. The mental aspect definitely comes into it. That's what's happening right now. That pass, not a good one. Looks like Katrina Lunda is going to have to do a bit of sweeping here to pick up the ball. Hand up for passive play. Gulden into the line, push on the back, so the referees give the free throw. Push on the back and a bit of everything else from Nguyen there. There's the young Vipers fans again. Middle spin, opens up some space. That's a good save, down low this time. Kapitanovic keeps out Merck. Nokandi. Space here for Zadi. Oh, what a finish. Into the top right-hand corner. Gras Zadi. And a moment of handballing beauty there. Great move, good line player as well. The line playing by Sarah Buktit. You can see the space she created and a deft finish as well to make it a 4-goal game. Well, it's not over yet. Vipers need a couple more goals here to put this one to bed. Merck across, and well, if you need a goal, Marketa Yarokova is a handy outlet to have today. I think that's goal number 10. 10 from 13 attempts. That is astonishing. Marketa Yarokova has been amazing today. Kanor Zadi out to the wing. Debbie Bond saved, and well, saved by the face of Katrina Lunda. It goes down heavily. Put her face on the line there. And Bond will go over to apologize. Of course, that wasn't the intention. He was looking to put it past her. There's that last goal from Yarubkova. Makes it a 5-goal game again. Katrina Lund is fine. 6 minutes left on the clock. Vipers edging ever closer to a second consecutive final. The reigning champions set to face the Queens of Budapest when it comes to the EHF Final Four in June. Line switch. Yarubkova runs into traffic and happy to take the free throw. Gulden, Yarubkova, Gulden again to Merck. Cuts inside, ball across, Yarubkova. Oh, and it's so good. And the understanding, not just the three of them in the backcourt have, but also with the line players as well, is astonishing. They just keep the ball moving so well. You can see their move behind the defenders, and it's just an understanding and a experience and knowledge that is far superior to Mets on occasions like this. Fast break opportunity there, but there's no need to rush it for Vipers. They lead by 6 now. Many, including myself, thought this would be going down to the wire until the final minute. The Vipers have really stepped up their game in a very different way to what we saw last season. That's been the case for them all season long. It's a different squad here. Seeing the backcourt we see at the moment, different players to last season, but they get the job done. This time, shot is saved by Kapitanovic. Ball over the top is not a good one, though. And, well, they can't afford to do that, but it doesn't really matter at this stage. We're into the final 5 minutes. There's 6 goals between the sides, and I think Emmanuel Mayenad and his Mets team have resigned themselves to defeat. They're heading to the bronze medal game again to face Team Esbjerg. In the case back in 2019, you felt that Vipers, when they faced them in the bronze medal game, were the more motivated side. Hopefully they'll have learned their lesson from that, as they will face an incredibly motivated Esbjerg in that bronze medal match. Ball into the line, and it's saved. Zadi, ball across to Nokandi, out to the wing, nice space there, near post shot by Debbie Bont. A little more than consolation at this point. Good movement by Mets, particularly on the break. First of the day for Bont. Ball into the line, a good one, but the shot by Lisa Chapchet. Well saved. And in comes Marta Tomac again in the playmaker position. Gulden can take a rest at this point. Tomac lays it off. And we have a debutant out in the right wing as well in Tuva Herva. Marketa Yarubkova with goal number 11. Goal number 12, sorry, she's too quick for me. 12 from 16, incredible stuff. Really, really good. That shot comes off the crossbar, picked up on the rebound by Marta Tomac. And yeah, out on the right wing, we have young Tuva Herva. Hopefully she'll get a chance to get a shot in as well. And Ragnhild Dahl comes in at left back as well. Job done for the starting left and centre backs today. Chapchet on the line switch. In comes Herva as a second line player. Ball back to Merck. Dahl. Merck with a bit of space around the 9-meter area. Dahl looking to take on the shot here. Didn't fancy the space she had. Ball back to Tomac. No, free throw instead. Nora Merck going down heavily there. Maybe a bit winded by that collision. Let's see what happened to her again. Oh yeah, a bit of a knee to the side and went down heavily as well. And I think Nora Merck can take a break at this point. And looks like Hannah Ittering will come in. Mets win the ball in the meantime. Boutit looking for the outlet, lays it off to Nguyen. So playing for pride here in the final 90 seconds, Metz. Zadi, Kanor, Zadi into the line, Nguyen, rebound, Boutit tries to spin the keeper, does spin the keeper. Solid finish by Sarah Boutit. We will see many more Final Fours, many more semi-finals as well, to be certain. It's been a decent debut for her in Budapest. She's missed a couple of clear chances. Into the final minute here, and Vipers cruising towards the final. Dahl, Tomac, looking for some help there. Lays it off to Dahl again. 2 line players in at the moment. Tomac trying to break free on her own. 30 seconds left on the clock. And Vipers down below already in a huddle, ready to start celebrating for real with the players on court. They've done a really, really good job here in the semi-final. They looked in danger at halftime, where they threw away a 5-goal lead and went down by a single goal at the break, but they came out in the second half a rejuvenated outfit and a smart outfit as well, as Ragnhild Dahl fires one in from about 10 meters out. But the icing on the cake on this Sunday evening for the Vipers of Kristiansand. Zadi, shot goes high and wide over the top. And at the end of 60 minutes here, our second finalists at the EHF Final Four Women 2022 are Vipers Kristiansand. Brilliant second half performance from them. They looked the better side for much of the first half, but Metz showing just how dangerous they can be at both ends of the court as they turn the game around. And as I said, it looked like a dangerous proposition for Vipers in the second half, but whatever was said in that dressing room at halftime did the trick. They came out calm, collected and composed, and really dominated that second half from the very first minute. Brilliant second half performance as well from Katrina Lunda. Marketa Jarabkova, arguably the player of the match today with 12 goals. Bella Gulden pulling the strings in the center of attack was fantastic. And Nora Merck as well, turning things on, not just from her penalty taking, but also kept the ball moving well, managed to score some nice goals on top of that. And that's it for semi-finals day at the MVM Dome. And in the end, it's Vipers who come out with a fairly convincing victory in the end. It's Metz Handball 27, Vipers Kristiansand 33. We're going to hear from a player from both teams in just a moment. It looks like Katrina Lunda is going to be first up for Vipers, and we'll hand it over in just a moment. Looking at the stats here, first of all, and the scoring percentage difference, huge in the end. Vipers 66% to 52. Saving percentage as well from Katrina Lunda, an astonishingly good 37%. And now I think it's time to hear from one of the stars of the game, Katrina Lunda. She's going to speak to Jelena Bagaric. Thank you, Katrina. Look at the top scorers as well. Marketa Jarabkova with an astonishing 12 goals from 16 shots. Bruna De Paula, brilliant in the first half, but kept quiet somewhat in the second half. And really, who knew that the options were more plentiful on the Vipers side? Well, we know that now. Let's hear from Metz on their opinion on today's semi-final. Thank you, Adriana. And that's it for today. Semi-finals day at the EHF Final Four Women 2022 is over. Jur and Vipers move on to the gold medal match tomorrow. It's the reigning champions Vipers against a team that have dominated the Final Four era Jur. For the neutrals, it's a dream final. Metz and Esbjerg will battle for bronze as well in what proves to be a fascinating start to the day. I hope you enjoyed our coverage of the semi-finals, and if you did, be sure